In an age of rising social media use, everyone's getting in on the trend. And of course, this means companies too use it from marketing to promotions to customer outreach. But why use such a system at all? Early targeted marketing consisted of putting your advertisements in a special section in the newspaper so you could try and target sports fans or whoever your target audience was. And that's how it stayed for a long time, until social media became popular and companies saw the opportunity for some good ad space. But the issue was they had no proof to go into it. Before I explain this, you need to know how marketing works. In typical marketing, there is a measurable ROI, or return of investment. This is calculated by the following formula. So, say I spent $2 to put up posters and I got $5 in business from that, I would have an ROI of 250%. Most companies use a test of a marketing format to calculate an ROI and see if they should invest in whatever it is. However, as stated by the 2010 MIT Sloan Management Review, this doesn't work for social media marketing. Why? Social media marketing isn't only based on monetary investment return, but also customer involvement. Customer involvement contains many things, such as the number of views on a video or how many retweets a post gets, but it's hard to track exactly what the ROI on this investment would be. One thing you can be sure of is that a large amount of interactions result in more word of mouth and higher popularity. But if we can be so sure of this, why is it so hard to quantify? Traditional marketing follows the idea of targeting people who might be interested in your topic and pushing them to buy it incessantly. That's how it worked with TV, with newspapers, and with posters, but social media shakes this all up. Instead of targeted ads, advertising by tweets or posts is all about frequency and reach. The more people it reaches and the more often they get it, the higher your return is. However, this isn't the only change brought by this new form of marketing. Online, the power has shifted from how it used to be. Online, marketers aren't in control. One of the revolutionary topics of social media is the power for consumers to express an opinion, and this is leaving companies scrambling to catch up. And when they do catch up, we run into our second issue. Managers and CEOs still see social media as a way to push their products towards a captive audience, like it used to be, because they can't see the change it's brought in. They still see social media as they see TV or billboards, as a static image, which often results in poor execution, due to the fact that one of the primary pillars of social media is interaction. To learn more about this interaction, we reached out to Kate Ward, social media marketer for the Federal Executive Institute, and owner of her own animal rescue nonprofit, the Tansy Project. What's the best way to draft a piece of marketing for social media?
For social media, you want to be playful and interactive. Like, you can't take the same approach that you would, write an article or designing like a, catalog introduction. Because people really these days for social media, they have a limited attention span. They're scrolling, so you want to grab their attention immediately, whether that's with an infographic, a photo, and then you want to do something not only enough to capture their attention to look at the image, but then to get them to click on whatever it is that you want them to click on. So it's actually really, difficult to generate that kind of content to, not only draw them in from looking at everything else that's coming up on the newsfeed, but also having them click on whatever it is, whether it's for your product or service.
How do you think most businesses have reacted to this change to social media?
I think at first, a lot of them probably weren't quite sure how to incorporate it into their marketing because it was so new. And I think most profit-driven businesses really value it now because the reach and the amount of people that you can communicate with in an instant is nothing. Like, you can never do that with email. Even email, I mean, you could do somewhat with email, but like traditional marketing, like magazines, catalogs, like you couldn't. It's unmatched.
So, what would you say is the most beneficial aspect of social media marketing?
The ability to reach a large amount of people in a short amount of time, and then upon that it even expands, because then the people that you initially reach can then share, and then it reaches their people, and then you can reach just so many different networks of people and demographics of people and with just one post that you put out. I think that's the biggest benefit, is reaching that many people with your message.